Everyone, this is Jody from Cans for Cash Collection Service that collect cans for cash. I'm making this video today to warn the clients that we serve about a particular business, a particular enterprise. Essentially, I was treated really rudely. I was treated disrespectfully, and I was threatened. What happened was that I made my collections today of picking up bottles and cans, and one of my collections gave us a donation of cans, and at the same time gave us a 5-gallon water container like this. And we've never had here at Cans for Cash Collection Service a donation of this nature. So, I know that these containers run in refund value, deposit value, of in between $5 and $10, and I was all very ecstatic. I communicated with this client that we serve on a regular basis, another person that believes in what we stand here for at Cans for Cash Collection Service, helping out the community, charities, recycling, reusing, and using less, and creating employment opportunities for those that presently collect. And like I always do, I talked a little bit longer than normal. The conversation probably lasted like 30 minutes, and I went on my way. And I went to IGA, and IGA is a store that I go to on a regular basis of returning bottles and cans. And they know me there on a first name basis, and I gave them my coupons for my cans, and I counted out my bottles, and they said to me, "I'm sorry, Jody, we can't help you with the water container because we don't honor that brand." And so I said, "Okay, thank you very much." And we talked for a little bit longer, and I went on my way. I then went to Super C, and at Super C, I walked in. I know the people there as well. They know me very well. I return a lot of bottles and cans, folks, and they told me essentially the same thing, that they can't give me a refund on that because they don't honor that brand. And so I left the establishment, thanked them very much, and both those establishments, they do a lot for the community. They do a lot to charities. IGA is a supporter of the Children's Wish, all of them, Metro, IGA, Maxi, Super C, they do a lot of help. Anyway, I left, and I'm looking at my donated water container, and there's a company name, and there's a phone number, and there's an address. And the company name is Eau Eco Inc., and they're located at 7563 Newman in LaSalle, and their phone number is 514-363-8000. And so I called the number, and I spoke to a gentleman who was very polite and courteous and whatnot, and he said, "Yes, sir, there's a $10 refund," and he gave me an address. And so I, went on my way, and it's really far, and $10 in my mind: recycle, reuse, use less, charities, community help, and I decided, to make the journey. And so I went there, and I show up at the address, and it's not there. It's a scooter store, and I opened the door and I walked in a little bit discombobulated from, the realization this is a scooter store. And the woman approached me that works there, and she said, "Sorry, sir, I think you're going over there." She saw the water container. It's over a few doors over. So I said, "Okay, thank you." And I went over to the next, few doors over, and I walked in, and another gentleman approached me. A gentleman probably about 15, 20 years my senior, and he said instantaneously, before I could even speak, he said, "We don't know you here, and that container is dirty, and we don't take those containers anymore." And meanwhile, the whole store is filled with that brand water containers. And so I looked around and I said, "Sir," I said, "can we not rinse the container? I've had these containers, and I've used these containers in my life before, and they have machines, you can rinse them and whatnot." And he said, "If you don't leave, we're going to call the police." And so I said, "Excuse me, sir, do you mind if I record this?" And I went to get my telephone, which I always have in my pocket, and I realized I left it in my cart, in my little pouch. And those that know me know that when I do my collections, I play music, and I listen to music as I ride up and down the streets picking up your bottles and cans. So I went, outside, and I said, "I'll be right back." And I went outside to get my telephone. And when I come back, filming it, he won't let me in the store. Like I'm some kind of a felon, criminal, terrorist, whatever you want to call it. He won't let me in. and I'm trying to film him, and he's hiding behind the door frame. In the next video, you'll see that. And I'm just trying to warn, the customers that we serve that use Cans for Cash collection service. Go to IGA, go to Super C, go to Maxi, go to Metro to buy your water containers, and stop using this store. They don't honor their refund value. This is another example. Furthermore, if they treat me dressed like this, imagine how they treat someone else, that collects bottles and cans. Also, there was a customer in the store. If you see this video, I beg of you, sir, to come forward. I will be contacting the Better Business Bureau, and I will be writing, to Conseil Quebec. This is unacceptable. This is a refund. This is something that someone paid money for and is not being honored. Please watch the next two short videos and continue to use Cans for Cash collection service, and perhaps steer away from these guys. They don't honor their refund value.
Company name is Nouveau en Vrac or something like that. Pure ecological water. And that's his thing. Those are his business hours. Unbelievable. I can't believe this person. This is his sign. That's it. That's him. This is it. This is the company. 1 second here. Returning a water bottle to that company. Right there. On Newman Boulevard. Their address has changed. And I was told to come here. The gentleman this is perfect. This gentleman right here told me that I'm not allowed to return a bottle that was purchased at this establishment. Very interesting. I love it. He refuses to give me his name. 7553 on Newman Boulevard. And I'm about to call, he's apparently calling 911 on me. He's holding the door against me from entering. This is the guy right there. This is going to be on YouTube, and I'm going to post this all over the web. This is just excellent. Excellent. Magasin Voiture. Take his business information. He refused to give me his name. He instantly said he was going to call the police with me because I said I was going to tape this conversation. And he's here right now. It's unbelievable. That's it. That's him right there. See it?